Hi, my name is Arlie and this is Arlie Tarot, and I have a reading today regarding, sorry, just adjusting the music there. I have a reading today regarding important messages from your spirit guides, and we have 3 piles. We have runes. For some reason they wanted to come out and play today. Also this new deck that I got, there's the Druid Tarot. I was called to pull some aces from it, and I decided whatever 3 would come out were going to be the ones here. So we have for pile 1 the Ace of Pentacles, and this is what that looks like. And you got the blank rune, which was blank, but I put a little star on it. I think it's interesting how this is literally a star in the sky, and then you have a little star with your rune. And then your crystal, or little trinket, I should say, is a Dalmatian jasper heart. And then pile 2, you have the Ace of Swords. Very beautiful card. The fact that it's coming out of the water, we're gonna get into that because I'm sure that's significant for some of you. And then your rune is Mannaz, which is man, and is also the letter M and other things. I'll go into that in your reading if that is your pile. And your little trinket, it's a little gift from one of my friends at work, just a little skull guy. And then pile 3, you have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful cards. I'm still getting to know the deck, so we're not using that deck today, but we are using tarot to dig into these messages, okay? And then your rune is Sowulo, and I could be saying that wrong, but it is the sun source, if you will. And your little trinket, in this case is a crystal, it is rose, desert rose. I almost said rose quartz. Interesting. Maybe rose quartz has been calling you as well. That could be for, well, that makes sense with the Ace of Cups. But yeah, yours is desert rose. So go ahead, guys, and pick your pile, and I'll see you in your readings. I'm gonna start with pile 1. Hi, pile 1. If you picked the Ace of Pentacles and the blank rune, which is also called the Wyrd rune, is spelled W-Y-R-D, and it means fate. So this is your reading. Also, your little Dalmatian heart, can't forget that, dude. All right, we're gonna put them right there. I have, well, I should say we, because that's how your guides want me to address this. We have messages for you. So very important messages are going to be coming through in this reading. I feel guided for pile 1, and maybe I'll do it for other piles, but for you guys, I feel guided to mention that not everything is going to be for you. Use your discernment. Your guides definitely want you to use your discernment here. That is like part of the lesson that you're living at this moment in time, pile 1. So I have some channeled angel numbers for you, and then we're going to talk a little bit about this rune as well, and we're just going to dig in with tarot after that. And I do have some oracle cards. Sorry, there's just there's a lot coming through, but give me a second. Yeah. We have some oracle cards as well that we're going to use for advice at the end, okay? So your pile number 1, your numbers are 888, 383, 353, and 1212. which also turns into 3/3 if you think about it. And then your rune, like I said, is the blank rune. It's the Wyrd rune. It's Odin's rune. It's the fate. So hands of fate. Enjoy not knowing, infinite possibilities, and something unexpected. That is the vibe. That is the vibe for you with this start in the sky, if you will. It's really interesting. It's an interesting combination is really what I want to say. And also the fact that they're talking about the fact that enjoy the limitless possibilities, which also can translate in your reality, because we're talking about your reality with the Ace of Pentacles, very 3D reality kind of thing. It's like going in blind or something like that. I'm also called to like the bear that's here. I'm thinking like you're getting out of hibernation and believe it, or out of hermit mode, I should say. Even though, like, if you think about it, well, where I live in the West, or the East, I don't know where I live. Yeah, it's the Western world. I'm in the United States. Where I live, it's going to be winter. It's autumn right now. So you would think this is a little backwards for this pile. You guys are almost at your strongest in these kind of times, and it's really interesting. It shows that you are so resilient. It's like you are out and about and really putting in the work and the magic in your reality and manifesting things into your reality when around you things are taking a break, if you will. But it's also the veil is so thin right now. I'm filming this on October 29th. Obviously, it's about to be Halloween. It's really very interesting. Let's see what your spirit guides have to say. They want me to mention that those angel numbers are going to be angel numbers that you either have been seeing, and then that's how you kind of know that you're in the right place, or those angel numbers are angel numbers that you will be seeing in regards to the things that resonate with you here, that you're like, okay, that's definitely for me. Because again, very much use your discernment is what they're saying, because this is a general reading, but just in general, you know, like in your day-to-day life, if you will, you know, like some things are just not, you just know that they're not for you, or like the way someone treats you is so easily, you're so easily dismissive of it or something like that. Even if it bothers you a little bit, you're like, well, that really has nothing to do with me. Kind of like that attitude. They want you to keep that attitude, not just throughout this reading as far as like what sticks to you or not. Interesting choice of words, by the way, sticks to you. But also in general in your day-to-day life, as far as, you know, sometimes a synchronicity is just that. It's just a little hello. It has no deeper meaning than that. And sometimes it has a very deep meaning. So you have to use your discernment as far as what do you feel like looking up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Also, the numbers that you're seeing, or the synchronicities that you have been asking for confirmation about, right? Or something like that. If you do see it, you also have to accept, right? Accept the communication from your spirit guides. Wow, okay. A lot of this seems to be about them literally manifesting things into your reality to communicate with you. Like I said, again, the veil is very thin. They're trying to reach you, but there's also the aspect of you you accepting it. Look at that, the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something about accepting. There's some kind of acceptance here that needs to, wow, okay. Yeah. There's a new, very solid, very prosperous kind of foundation being set in your life right now. Remember that the aces are gifts. They're literally a spark given to you from the divine, if you will. But with the 10 of Pentacles, this is telling me that this is something you've also worked for. So now it's time to receive it. Now it's time to accept it. Very good as far as when it comes to health. There's There's a shift in your health. There's a shift in your abundance, material and spiritual abundance, which is interesting. Yeah. Look at that emotional abundance as well. There's something about you're literally surrounded by energy that wants to be flowy. So that's why, okay, that's why keep an open mind, accept the infinite possibilities, right? I'm looking back at my notes now. The hand of fate is really interesting. It's making me think of another deck, the Wisdom Oracle, that literally has the fates in it. Oh, another queen. Look at your cards, Pawan. This is so beautiful. This is why they want you to trust. Yeah, there's something about okay, that could be a life lesson, a little bit of a it's the end of a cycle for you in some kind of way. And this is coming in quick. This is happening really quickly, because we're jumping from the ace to the 10, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles as well. Yeah, very quick energy here, because then we go from the 4 of Wands to the Knight of Wands. That's also a jump. Interesting. Here we go. Here's that resistance. I want you to see something. See it with me, if you will. You see how this card, the 6 of Pentacles, which is about reciprocity, having some kind of a shift in your life where things are very balanced now, and then from there you can build on it. It makes sense how you get, but you see how this is surrounded by, first of all, doubt. So your intuition could have been in hibernation for a little bit, or your gifts, your spiritual gifts, are in a little bit of a hibernation period, or they have been. But it's time to take the veil off, because this is all, it wasn't in a physical sense, it was in a mental sense, right? But then the other part of what's conflicting this energy, which feels like the energy of accepting, because you see I'm like covering this other side, it feels like, yeah, it's also resistance. It's it's not even, this is not the card about standing your ground. This is the card about the internal what is it, dialogue that you have with yourself, the internal yeah, because this is trying to anchor itself in your reality, and maybe you're not seeing it for what it is, which is this, and you're perceiving it as more confusion and more of an internal struggle than anything. Maybe that's why your guides want to help you through this. They want you to know that you it's so interesting. I just heard, let us do our job, please. Can we do our thing? Let us do our thing. Trust me is what I'm hearing. Trust me. So a trust fall of some kind. You're so strong though. AAA makes sense. AAA makes a lot of sense. Like I said, you've put in that work already, Pawan. So now it's time to receive. It's time to receive this gift. And yeah, you're not gonna know what it is. But also, it's almost like when you let go and accept that there are mysteries in the world, especially about your path, that you haven't unlocked yet, or not even unlocked. You're not preview to it, because you're not meant to have a preview to it. However, you should feel, you probably do feel like there's something brewing. They want you to trust that it's good, okay? It's a good thing that's brewing. There's nothing sinister about this. There's nothing sinister about, interesting choice of words again, but yeah, there's nothing sinister about the 8 of Swords moment that you've been going through. The not knowing, the veil on your eyes over your, yeah, trustful for real. Like, now I like that these 2 cards are surrounding this, because this is the fast energy, and the fast energy that's coming in is what, guess what? Look at the bottom. At the bottom of the deck. Good karma after a lot of struggle. Oof. Wow, wow, wow. So yeah, what's coming in really quickly is not only the strength to carry this through, the things that you are getting done, and eventually this is like an end of a cycle, to then anchor in a lot of just trust in the path that you're guided towards. It's almost like the gift itself is the undoubtable trust that you possess now, that you're about to, like, it's a sense of peace. Oh, that's what it is. It's just a lot of peacefulness. And coming from the Five of Swords, the five of Pentacles, that can be, like, I can see how that can be hard to kind of accept. To accept peace when all you've known is a lot of change, a lot of turmoil, a lot of having to, like I said, stand your ground, fight for what you believe in, a lot of being left out in the cold, abandonment wounds. There's a lot of, it's understandable, is what your spirit guides are saying, why you could be a little untrusty. Or in general, you've heard, I'm sorry that it's not a laugh. It was just like a nervous thing, right? So interesting, my nose is runny. It wasn't before. It's making me think right away that there's been a lot of tears. There's been a lot of crying. They want you to know it's almost like every tear you've shed, that you felt like you were alone in that awful kind of what is it? I'm seeing like an awful darkness, if you will. You were never alone, and every tear has been accounted for. This is so interesting. Yeah, every tear has been. I'm gonna let them speak however they want, and it'll make sense. Yeah, every tear you've shed has been accounted for. That's part of that energy that surrounds you, and it's not the energy of sorrow. It's the energy of power. It's power that's around you. It can feel like uncertainty because you haven't fully embodied it yet. Yeah, it's around you. Part of this gift is it may be quite literally being a solid thing that you cannot ignore anymore, because it's not in the ethers. It's not energy. It's tangible. You see how the two queens are holding something. Also, they're crowned, so it's not like one thing is to be like, yeah, I have power, and another thing is to quite literally see it manifest in your reality. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna just get back a little bit, backtrack. You might think that veil, or that you not seeing that things are happening in your life, or how things are actually good and not negative, could be that imposter syndrome, because that could also be that Five of not the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands that was out here, right? It's that imposter syndrome. It doesn't let you see yourself for what you are, which is very powerful being. Wow, look at that. But when I tell you, and look at the bottom of the deck, you're kidding me. When I tell you, yeah, you're gonna be all right, Pawan. You're gonna be so good. Triumph is your birthright, is what I'm getting here. Also, this is the Chariot. This is movement, okay? Quite literally movement. I just heard, started from the bottom, now we're here. That's so funny. Okay. Yeah. Because you know what? It shows, is what I'm hearing now. It shows that you approach life. You might think that you think you don't do this, right? That's the thing. It's you not seeing yourself for who you truly are that is hindering you at this moment in time. Before, it was things that you were alchemizing, you were getting through things. But now I'm hearing the war is over. And it's not about who won. It wasn't about that anyways. Now it's time for you to see yourself for who you truly are. That's the gift. That's the message for you. You do things so beautifully balanced. Even the two queens that we have out here, I want you to see how these two people, blue, red, balance. I'm also seeing balance here. I'm seeing balance here, obviously. And two very like rapid movement cards. One, a Major Arcana, which we cannot ignore. You could very much be working with the moon. Let's see what moon card you get, because I pulled from one from that deck. And then ancient Egypt could be very significant for you as well. Pentacles, like the actual, like you might draw pentacles often as well. You might draw pentacles on things for protection. That's really interesting. They want you to accept your magic, if you will. Accept that you are grounded, very spiritual and emotionally intelligent as well. This is a new foundation you've built. This is not something someone can come over and just blow over. This is solid. It's solid with that Ten of Pentacles, because you went from the Ace, from one, and then you work your way through. You did the work. That's why you're here. You don't get here unless you do that. And you don't get here unless you do the work as well. I feel like complimenting you now, so I'm going to. And I said that in such a weird, awkward way, but it's because that's how it came through, as far as I'm just hearing compliments, and I'm going to have to explain why I feel like saying all of this, right? Your gentleness and your power go hand in hand, and they're so well balanced. Your sense of wanting freedom and adventure, but also staying grounded and trusting, it's here. That's part of what they want you to accept. And then on the other side of that, I also want to say that your drive, what drives you forward in life, is not bad at all. Okay, there's something about, you might be thinking that because you want certain things, it comes across as like selfish, and you're thinking, oh, that's why it's not here yet, because it's not for my highest good. I'm not wanting the things that are for my highest good. And I'm here to tell you, Pawan, that the things that you desire, you deserve. And the things that you deserve is because it is for your highest good. But timing is very significant for you here. And also taking heed of the messages in the communication that is coming your way from your spirit guides is important as well. It's like you have a hammer, right, to hammer in a nail, but you go and grab a rock to hammer it in, when actually you could be using the hammer. That analogy, I'm going to explain it to you now in another way. You have the tools to communicate with your spirit guides. They are communicating with you whether you want it or not. It's more of you wanting to see it or not, or wanting to go down the rabbit hole or not. You have the hammer, you have the tools, but yet you decide to not use it. You decide to kind of, I'm hearing now, shelter in place in some kind of way. Don't hide from this, right? Now this little dude looks a little scared to me. And you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. And I can see how that is scary. You come out of your little hibernation bubble, and there's a huge manifestation here waiting for you. I can see how that's scary. But they're saying it's good. It's good. You know, that TikTok sound that's like, it's not even words. It's just like, and it's like someone convincing the other person to try something, and the other person's like, it's good. And when they try, they're like, it's not good. There's something about the only thing that you have to overcome is like pessimism, or it's a little bit of, but even you staying in a very like, this is not happening because obviously I'm not good enough, blah blah blah, or pessimistic kind of thing, or even that is part of the work. But they want you to see right through it, see through the BS, okay? See through it, because this is it. It's time. You're very celebrated. You're very loved, very, very loved, and very cared for. And it's about to show up in your reality in a big way. They're trying to bring this in, and they're saying, let us. Because obviously you have free will. And then again, we can circle back to, if you want to feel safe within the things that are happening to you, you know, pray about it. Ask that only the things for your highest good and the timing that you deserve it is what's going to come into your life. And then you have to kind of like trust after that, right? That full moment. All right, let's look into your advice. The end of a tough cycle approaches. A full moon in Capricorn. Not the Pentacle moon. Not an earth sign. Wow. You know what this is giving? This is giving, if you have Capricorn in your chart, Saturn could be a huge influence in your chart as far as like teaching you lessons, and that tough cycle is ending, you know? And then Pluto is about to leave Capricorn as well, finally, in November. And that is also going to feel like a big release. So yeah, the end of a tough cycle is approaching. You might be sensing it. And they're saying, there's a big gift here for you. There's a big wish coming true. Wish upon a star. I cannot believe I didn't realize that. Wish upon a star. I'm hearing, I wish I was happy. But you didn't, when you made the wish, you didn't even know what happiness was. Wow, that resonates with me heavy as hell. All right. Juno, partnership. This is so beautiful. The bluebirds. Oh, that is beautiful. This is a beautiful card. Juno is a asteroid, I believe. Interesting. Another body of the celestial world that has cycles with us. Okay, let's see about that. Gift. True partnership in is a spiritual path. Oh, it's sacred acts that are the practice of healthy relationship skills. These skills begin within. That's your thing. Okay. Okay. Part of this gift for you could have been, initially you were probably awakened to your spirituality because of a connection that you had with someone. Take that as a resonance. That maybe it's not for everyone. Some of us have different ways of awakening, right? But for some of you, that's very significant. I want to point out to you that the Juno card, the Juno symbol is a little, like a little star. It's so synchronistic, you guys. That's crazy. Also, these birds are friggin' beautiful. I hope it's coming up on camera because they are mesmerizing to look at. Oh, you know, okay, cute. What's that movie with the bird? Oh my God. I can't believe I don't remember the name of that movie now. Where he travels to Brazil and he finds a soulmate. Some of you could be traveling and meeting a soulmate or uniting with a soulmate, or a very significant partnership is coming your way as well. But it feels very lovey-dovey when I look at that. So, but it's so beautiful that it says that true partnership is a spiritual path. It is sacred acts that are the practice of healthy relationship skills. So the thing that you've been going through is not just for your path itself. It has turned you, it has shaped you into a better person, a person that is not just deserving of this union and this partnership, but you're about to find a mirror, someone that's just like you. And that's beautiful. Because you'll recognize in each other what it took to get to the point of where you are now. And maybe see, oh, well, that's so, wow. Let me put this in the right words because it started with a feeling, but now I understand. Okay, part one. Meeting someone that's been through some of the things that you've been through, and maybe not exactly to the T, right? But it is in a way, in the grand scheme of things, the things that they've been through have taught them the same lessons that you have learned throughout your spiritual path and your life in general, this incarnation. Meeting someone like that, listening to their story, and more than anything else, falling in love with them or loving them in general and accepting them for who they are makes you believe that you are also capable of letting other people be accepting of you and who you are. Because you're like, if I can love them, then someone might be able to love me. And that's incredible. That is very beautiful. Wow. Sorry, I'm literally crying, so give me a second. I don't know why, this card really hit me. Also, now when I'm looking at this card, oh my gosh, it looks like eyes looking back at me, especially when I look at it through the screen and not actually looking at it. That is really interesting. I'm just seeing literally like an archangel or something looking at you. The energy of intuition supports our ability to conceive the subtle language of the realms beyond the three-dimension reality. This is what your guides want you to really hone in on, your intuition. The number 27 could be significant for you. Also, the number 9 could be very significant. They're saying your intuition will never lie. And if you're having a hard time finding what is intuition and what is a little bit of the imposter syndrome, the inner monologue that's fighting certain things within you, I got very emotional when I looked at this card. So maybe tapping into your emotional body can help you if you're someone that stays in the mind area. Now, if it's backwards, if you're a very emotional person, maybe you go towards what's more grounded, and that could help you. Take that as it resonates. I also like how the blue is coming through here too. Wow. The energy of intuition supports our ability to conceive the subtle language of the realms beyond the three-dimensional reality. They told you, you have to pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. Something unexpected. However, just because it's unexpected doesn't mean that you're not getting subtle hints of it. They're saying enjoy that discovery period as well. Wow, polarities. Look at you again with that yin and yang, that balance. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. This is what I was talking about when I was saying the whole seeing a mirror kind of thing. It's like if you can love someone's shadow and someone's light equally, you have to believe, it helps you believe that someone can love your shadow and your light as well. All of you, unconditionally. Because I think you yourself have gotten or are at the pivotal point of finding that within us already, because you've done the work. That's what this said. If you do the work from within, it as within, so without, right? as above, so below. It will manifest around you. So it's like, if you're able, you're not the if you're able, you are able and capable of, and you're doing it already, accepting the polarities of who you are, because you're accepting the polarities of the life around you in the first place. It goes hand in hand. It's like you accept from within, and then you will start accepting everything that comes your way as well. And accepting that also makes the acceptance from within anchor it even more. If I'm sorry if I'm like, I'm just channeling your guides, okay? It'll make sense to whoever needs to. So you're doing that work. You're doing the polarity work, which makes sense while you're getting through things. Also, the fact about Pluto being in Capricorn, and the Capricorn card being here with the end of a tough cycle approaches. The Pluto energy is about the Scorpio energy, the shadowy things, the things that within the shadow is a lot of power as well. So you're probably working on your polarity and accepting certain things about yourself, because that's where power is too. There's power in everything that you've been through and everything that you are. Wow. I don't know if I want to pull one more card. I feel like I do. I just don't know what deck to use. This part of the reading felt like a little bit undone for me. I didn't know what deck I wanted to use. I'm literally looking around right now to see which one, and I think let's go with this one. We're gonna use this for our final card. All right. Let's get one more for pile one. Ooh, two. All right. I guess two. Something about you guys not following the rules. Also, twos are significant because 2 birds, 2 unicorns. Wow. The blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. You see those 2 shadows, blue and red again? Interesting. Empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, observing what's not yours. Didn't we talk about observing what you observe? The fact that they're in front of a mirror as well. Interesting. Interesting. All right. You will know who this person is, because it'll be a little bit hard for you intuitively and energetically to decipher where you begin and where you end when it comes to this person, and where this person's energy begins and where it ends within like your union or something like that. This makes sense now. All of this piled together makes sense. However, there's like a soul mission here for you. For some of you who you definitely feel like there's someone very significant that was significant in your awakening. Yeah, it was spontaneous, a spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. Integration time feels like this. You're integrating right now. So you've gone from the spontaneous awakening, you've been activated, and now you're integrating, which is why it's interesting to have to know intuitively what is yours and what's not yours. Very beautiful. I hope this helps. It does feel like they wanted to clarify that good things are happening here, and it's time to use the tools. Again, use that hammer. Don't use a rock when you have a hammer, right? Use those tools and ask as well for help. Ask for acceptance. Allow things to kind of like guide you, manifest in your reality. It's here. It wants to be in your reality now. All of this feels so energetic, but we started with the Ace of Pentacles, which is literally 3D. So it wants to be here. It doesn't want to be in the energetic realm anymore. I love that. I love that. And it is fate, by the way. It is fate, because we started with the Wyrd rune, which is the word for fate. So Thank you so much, Pawan, for letting me read for you. This was very beautiful. And again, I hope this helped you. I want to also thank your spirit guides, my spirit guides, and I hope to see you in other readings in the future. You guys have a good one. Hi, Pal2. So we are going to just burn a little bit of Palo Santo here, as always. Clear the air, if you will, and get into your reading. So if you guys chose the Ace of Swords, oh, is it focusing? Let's focus, because this is a beautiful card. Ace of Swords, and the Mannaz rune, which is the word for man, and your little trinket, which is a little skull. This is your reading. Welcome. So let's begin with the channel angel numbers that I have for you guys, and a little bit of your rune as well. And let's see what else we can channel while we're looking over here. This card has a lot to say, I'm telling you. I'm gonna use, I have oracle cards picked for the end of the reading for advice, and then I'm just gonna be shuffling and pulling tarot for the actual message, but there's a lot here, so we're gonna get through it, okay? So for you, Pal2, your numbers are 1111, 1234, or 1234, 282, and 333. And like I said, your rune is Mannaz, and it means man. It's also the letter M, because that could be significant for some of you. And it is inspiration of divine realm, human potential, empowerment, compassion, love, and humanity's gift. Inspiration is definitely interesting, because the sword makes me think of truth, and a truth could be inspiring you very shortly in the future. The fact that this card is representing the Ace of Swords coming out of water is significant for you in your message. I'm not sure how it is completely yet, because we're gonna get there. But I know it is, because that's the first thing that I noticed about it. Why is it coming out of water, right? When usually the aces are like coming out of the sky, because it's like, you know, God, the divine, like bringing it to you. But no, this one's coming out of the water. And it's been in the water, because there's water dripping from it. The ripples around are interesting too. It's like this truth is coming out of, first of all, with the sunrise. So a sunrise could be significant, or just liking sunrises could be significant. But this truth is coming out of a place of love, an intuitively lovely place is what I want to say. It's swords, but it's water at the same time. So it's, what is it? It's very compassionate. Okay. You know how we can be truthful, we can be honest, and we could be brutal about it, or we could be sympathetic and empathetic when we are truthful? That's what it feels like. This truth, it's a beautiful, gentle reminder, right? That's what it is. It's a beautiful, gentle reminder. This could speak to you about you and how you approach being truthful with people, which is beautiful, Pal2. But this could also mean that this truth that's coming your way is going to be delivered in a very compassionate and meaningful way. I just saw 4444, so that could be significant too. I'm just going to write that down for you. Hold on a second. I will forget. But 44 could be significant for you too. All right, let's get into it, shall we? Let's see what messages your spirit guides have to give you here. Very important messages, okay? Feels like it feels like I'm at a loss for words for it, but the word is like, it feels like urgent, but it's another word. It's more of what's important is urgent, but it's like, what's the other word? Oh my goodness. Okay, it'll come to me. Right off the bat, we're starting with swords, 7 of swords, and the Wheel of Fortune, which now I cannot not see the sword. You know what I mean? Like, now I'm noticing it. And the snake was something that I noticed right away as well. And I almost thought it had 2 heads, but it doesn't. That's so interesting. What is that about? Also, the sigils are like calling my attention now. You could be someone that works with sigils. Oh, for some of you, and this is not like to like I'm not my, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm not saying this to install fear or any kind of thing like that, but someone could be using sigils to like communicate with you in a sense, or like get a message to you with a sigil. But if coming from this energy feels very icky to me, it almost feels a little forceful, like someone's trying to get your attention, but it's not going to happen, first of all, because you're very protected. I need to tell you that. Oh, okay, that's part of this truth. All right. You're very protected, and there is someone not necessarily throwing magic at you, but trying to communicate with you in a way that it's not getting through because it's not supposed to, period. Like I said, you're very protected. The little clouds around this now kind of let me know that that's like, yeah, the cloudiness is for a reason. You're not meant to see, you're not meant to like get these messages of this person. I want to say it's a person, honestly, is trying to get to you, because it's not for your highest good. It's not for your highest good. It's whatever kind of sneakiness that's trying to like trickle into your reality is meant, it's kind of, it is ill-intended and a little bit. It's more of, it's not getting through because this person's even confused about what they want in the first place. So it's like someone wants, it's okay. Let me get the full scope of it. It's like you grabbing your phone and feeling like you start typing a message out to a certain person, right? But at the end of all of it, you're like, honestly, I don't even know if that sounds right, because I don't even know what point I want to get across. It feels like that kind of energy. How that translates into what your guides are trying to tell you, though, it's interesting. I need to get more information about that. Okay. Here we go with the swords again, and with communication again. You see, yes, it's because this person just wants to fight. That's why the message is not getting through. Or like, they're not able to finish sending you something, or they're not able to communicate with you. They're not, maybe you have them blocked or something, or your spirit guides in general are protecting you at this moment in time, quite literally with magic. Or you could be protecting yourself as well with sigils and magic, and it's working, is what your spirit guides are saying. And the reason why this communication is not getting through is because all this person wants to do is fight about it. They want more confusion, because they're very immature in their approach, and you are very mature in your approach. So that's why it's not getting through. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not getting through because it shouldn't. and it won't. Is what I'm hearing. It's so powerful. It shouldn't and it won't. Interesting. Yeah, this card almost fell. It's that even this King of Wands is coming off so weird right now. Yeah, this person is looking away quite literally from healing and from just letting things go, because it's like in spite of anything, right? It's so spiteful. This energy is like weird. It's so weird. I don't like it. Just know that this is not, you're probably, okay. You might know what this is about and who this is about, right? But in general, you're like, well, I don't feel like this person's a threat. They haven't talked to me in a while. Like, I'm good if they're good. But I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying. It's working. Whatever you're doing is working. You're healing. You stay in balance, staying in your lane. Just wanting to do better for yourself in a way as well is working. And that's why you don't need to worry about this. This makes sense now. This truth it's being delivered gently, because they're saying the truth is that we are actually working with you at this moment in time to protect you from this person. By while that in itself could be shocking, and it could be not the best thing, like not the best thing to know. Well, it's time that you do know, because here's the message. And if this is not for you, you will know. Okay, don't make this fit, because this is not very nice. Okay, so yeah, let's go back to that. So they're saying the truth is that this is happening right now. They are trying to get to you, and this is not in the physical. I want you to see how it's energetic with the wands, and very in the mental state, right? They want to bring in confusion. They want to fight about it. They want to talk, but the communication is not, it's not healthy. It's not balanced. It's almost like they want to win a fight, if you will. And they're saying, well, the thing is that there's no fight to win in the first place, because we've moved on from this. You've moved on from this, which is why you're being protected from it. You are so being protected from it. This person cannot get to you. They will not get to you. I need you to know that. I like that we have the Ace of Cups now, and it is coming out of the sky, and there's water on it, just like there's water here. Yeah, you've walked away from this gracefully, may I add. Gracefully and beautifully. And what you've been doing is working on yourself, like I said. And you see what I mean? Now, look at the cards that are surrounding the Ten of Swords. Which honestly, to me, feels like this 10. Because now we have 2 10s, right, around this. But it's like the Ten of Swords. What this person could be perceiving as, oh, very interesting, very interesting. What this person could be perceiving, because they're looking back now at this row. And this is like looking away from good. Like they really do not want to see the good. But what they are perceiving is they've won. But in reality, it's like, okay, well, if you want to be the winner, but stupid games get you stupid prizes, right? So it's like, well, you don't need to feel like the winner, because you yourself have won. You are good. You're doing good. You're doing better despite this as well. And that's probably why there's that continuous of like looking back to see what effect they had. But all they see is you rising from the ashes, quite literally. You taking an ending and manifesting, and not just manifesting. It doesn't have to be about that. You letting an ending just be an ending, and you just moved on. You moved on. And like I said, beautifully, gracefully. Inspiration from a divine realm is what your rune is about as well. Which it's almost like you've been inspired to go on your merry way and not give a shit about this. And believe it or not, even though energetically, like I said, it's still pulling on your energy, you might not even be feeling it because you're very protected at this moment in time. And I want you to know, pal, too, that you deserve this protection. You deserve it. It's not, I'm hearing, it's not something you've had to earn. It's something you've always had. If anything, it's more about you accepting it as well. But even when like you feel like you don't deserve to be protected and looked after because maybe of the things that have transpired here, right, with this other person, at the same time, your guides are still by you and they are supporting you. You haven't been not looked after ever, is really what I want to say. You might have felt that way though. I see it. I see it. Because that's that Wounded Warrior card. This person could be someone you've trusted dearly. You trusted them wholeheartedly. But when I tell you, it's this dude has a clenched fist. That's what I'm seeing right now. And them holding that wand to me just looks menacing this time around. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. It looks like this is what I want, and you better do. It feels like that kind of energy. This is what I want. It's like a fight. You're done with it though. You're done. You're absolutely done. Whatever this is, this conflict, your guides want to, and like I said, don't make this fit, Pato. If this does not feel like your story and your energy, don't listen to this because it's not for you. I don't want you to make this fit because this is not just a whatever situation, a little bit of a tussle. No, this is something very serious. This is like a big argument, a big fight about something. Violence could have ensued here. Like I said, it could be someone that you literally were in love with, loved. It could be family, it could be romantic, it could be friendship. Definitely there was love here. You thought it was an equal thing, but then they showed that their true self, if you will. And you walked away and you started healing. And it's almost like the wheel is turning, right? The wheel had to also be like on its right side up and then upside down. This whole situation could have felt like you were literally this turned on its head, if you will. But they're like, well, that was also a gift, right? Maybe the initial realization of who this person was as a being, it could definitely be a man, because now this is the rune for man. So it could be a masculine energy or literally a man in your life. You had to see who this person was. Maybe the initial awareness of this was not as gentle. The initial truth was not gentle, right? But this truth about them wanting to impose more of their will and and their strength upon you or something like that, like wanting you to do what they say and do as they say or something like that, and wanting to control and to oversee everything that you do or you don't do, wanting everything to always be a fight that they always want, all of that nasty, like unhealthy relationship and conflict and constant like struggle is not getting to you anymore. You walked away from it. You're healing it. You've healed it. Now it's easier for you to recognize it when it's happening again. That's part of the lesson, the karmic lesson. And you're like on your happy, merry way. Okay? And you're protected from this as well. It's, again, nothing in the physical. You're not in danger in the physical sense. Also, take that as a resonance, because if you are in danger in a physical way, you know, take care of that how you see fit, how you know. But what I'm seeing here is that you're not being affected by this in the physical anymore. This person cannot get to you, period. They just can't. They can't. I don't have any way else to like explain it. You will know if this is for you. They cannot get to you, so there's nothing to worry about that. And the healing that you've done, you're about to see it like manifest something very beautiful in your life. Or that, and also you accepting the fact that you went through this, you've learned from it now, is that Ace of Swords moment that's coming from that emotional place, the emotional maturity that this has taught you as well. This energy just feels very explosive, very yeah, it just feels like an explosive, aggressive, controlling energy. I'm very happy that you walked away from this and you got away from this energy. And if some of you guys are in the process of discovering who this is and what this is about, and I'm telling you that the way out of it, it's coming as well. Like the answer for you to get out of this situation is also coming. For a lot of you, it does feel like this is in your past though. And this person is trying to, again, like slither the way into your life. And the divine is not letting them, point blank, period. Like, that's it. It's not going to happen. And good riddance, Palto. You don't need any of that. All right. Whew. Let's get into your advice. Not me literally taking a breath before I turn this over. Take time to breathe out. Yeah. It's time to, I'm hearing now, regulate yourself, okay? And it's not that you're going to have to be happy all of the time or at peace all of the time. It's okay for when we go through traumatic things will come up and bubble up, and you'll just have the tools to kind of de-escalate the internal monologue, the actions, the way that you feel about it, the way that you're acting about certain things, right? But it's also, they want you to really just take a breath, because let go. You're at peace and you're protected. You are so, so, so protected. Wow. Ascendant entrance. So what is your ascendant? What is your, you might want to look into that. That might have something to do with this lesson that you've learned. Whatever your rising sign is, or wherever your ascendant is, I should say. Ooh, excuse me. Ascendant, the challenge. I'm gonna read about the challenge because my eye went straight to that. The front door is only one part of the house. Be willing to look beyond appearances and into the heart, but don't count on others' ability to do so. Whoa, 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 wow. Okay, we're gonna read that again, because this very much feels, let me focus on it so you can read it yourself, But this very much feels quite literally like I was saying, you have learned your lesson. You have healed from this. You're trying to do better. And this person is stuck in the past and they're still stuck in ruminating in the who won this, and I still need to finish this fight. And this is, like they're still in that energy. Here we go. The front door is only one part of the house. Be willing to look beyond appearances and into the heart. You've done that. But don't count on others' ability to do so. Some of us in our journeys do not learn from the mistakes or the lessons that life was trying to teach us. And that is okay. That's their path. Okay? Just like you had to maybe go through certain lessons again and again and again until you finally acquired what you needed to from it, right? Other people are doing the same thing. Okay? And yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that because that's what that is trying to tell. Oh no, wait, the gift. We have to read about the gift. Okay. Over time, your reputation is built on what you do, not how you look. Oof. Over time, your reputation is built on what you do, not how you look. And this is not about looking in the physical. This is about how you, not like in the physical sense that you look this, that you look like this, it's more of your actions speak louder than words. And that also speaks about this person's energy. Your actions speak for you and who you are, and their actions in return speak for them and who they are, which is why there's that need for you to like accept that people are going to be who they're going to be. You don't need to save anyone. You don't need to teach anyone anything. As far as like lessons go, because you're probably thinking, pal, too, I get it now. You're probably thinking, well, if I learned from this, I'm sure they're learning from this. Absolutely not. This person, when I tell you, this person, when I tap into their energy, the first thing that I want to do is cross my arms on top of my chest and just glare forward. Like they're not giving, they're not budging, they're not accepting their part in this. They're not looking within like you have done. That is not who they are. Maybe in the past, like that Two of Cups, you thought you were kindred spirits. You are not. And maybe you were for a little bit, but you're not anymore. Okay? You are definitely not kindred spirits. Wow, abundance. Part of the reason why, and the fact that these two look alike, that's beautiful. Part of the reason why, that they want you to kind of like accept the fact that you're disconnected from this completely is because you're about to receive something very magical. You're about to receive abundance in your life. And if that comes in the way of peacefulness, then so be it. If that comes in the way of monetary, well, so be it. It's what you deserve, right? They don't want this person to benefit from this at all. Whatever it is that you're receiving, this person doesn't deserve any of it, which is why you're not meant to be in their energy anymore and why they can't reach you as well, okay? Let me read for you. The energy of abundance activates our ability to manifest the wealth we need and this sense of fulfillment that comes from a heart and soul that are overflowing with love and gratitude. So this sense of fulfillment, that could be also the abundance, the gift that's coming into your life, is because your heart and your soul are overflowing with love and with gratitude. That literally speaks about, we go back to that Ace of Swords coming out of the water. I think, believe it or not, and I say believe it or not because I think you might struggle with believing this about yourself. You are very gentle. You are very kind. And even in the moments where you thought you were being harsh, what I'm seeing is, Pao 2, you were just standing up for yourself, or you were standing up for other people. The way that you had to do that is the way that it went down, period. That's it. Let's not ruminate on that, okay? Also, your actions, just how you're able to reflect on your actions and you've learned from the things that you've done and the things in general in your life. It goes back to the whole thing of not everybody's doing that kind of work, okay? So give yourself a little bit of grace. Give yourself a little bit of leeway as well. You are also just a soul learning, okay? Just the way that you give others the benefit of the doubt, you need to give it to yourself as well. And believe that you are indeed overflowing with love and gratitude. I think you take every step in your life with that kind of mentality, and you still doubt yourself whether you're doing it from a good place or not. And I'm here to tell you, the people that are not doing that, they don't even wonder that. Okay? It goes, I'm hearing now the whole, how do I know I'm not a narcissist? Well, a narcissist wouldn't be asking themselves that. Not necessarily, unless maybe they went through an awakening and now they're realizing, oh shit, that is who I am. But like, you know, if you're worried about that, you're probably in the safe. Okay? That's kind of what I'm hearing. As far as you're like, well, what if I just realized that's 35 and that adds up to 8. Oh no, you don't have 888 as one of your numbers. That was Pawan. Interesting. Maybe you want to watch Pawan. Maybe you're here from Pawan. But yeah, if you're, they don't want you to wonder about your goodness, or they don't want you to wonder about your ethics or who you are and how loving and grateful and kind and beautiful of a soul you have. Stop wondering that. You definitely are. Freedom. Part of this abundance gift is freedom. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. Some of you are claiming independence from this masculine energy. And hell yeah. Hell fuck yeah. I love that for you. Especially if you have left a very abusive and codependent relationship. Good fucking riddance, like I said before. Good riddance, okay? Let's get a final card from here. I did it for Pawan, so I'm gonna do it for you guys. I was mentioning in Pawan when I picked this deck out that I felt like I needed another deck to kind of finish the this part of the reading, but I wasn't sure which one. But this one then came out, so I was like, okay, it's this one then. All right, let's get one last card for your advice. Oh wow, this was in Pawan as well. Energetic sovereignty. Absorbing what's not yours. That's the problem here. This is why this person's not in your energy and they cannot be in your energy anymore. I want you to see how these resemble each other in color as well. That's so interesting. You getting away from this has, if you've done it, as if this is like the getting away from this situation is in the past and you're in the other side of it, it has helped you to realize what's yours and not yours, right? Energetically. And if you're about to get your freedom from this, if you're in that transition period at the moment, you're realizing who this is. And it's like, now you have no doubt that you have to get away from this person. It's going to help you anchor in who you truly are. Feel very much, yeah, the freedom comes from having the freedom to be yourself, not having this energy imposed upon you or confusing you in some kind of way. Because I feel like the way that they perceive you and then therefore act towards you gives you such a weird reflection back, as far as like, oh, you're like, oh, that's who I am. Like, I'm like this, which is why I'm being treated like this. No. This treatment, this mistreatment that this person has done here with you has nothing to do with who you are. You need to know that, okay? Like I said, you're getting away from it anyways. You're leaving the confusion behind. There's no more confusion. If the Ace of Swords is going to do anything, is cut through the bullshit and show you the truth. And the divine is showing you the truth in a very gentle and like emotionally healthy way, because that's what you deserve at this time. You deserve a lot of gentleness, okay? You deserve I don't know why I'm saying it like that. You deserve it, and you're about to have a lot of like gentleness and peacefulness in your life. And it's going to be a very abundant period for you. And you deserve it, Patu. You've been through hell and back is what it feels like. All right. Thank you so much for trusting me with this reading. I really do wish you the best. I hope that all of you are safe and sound and doing amazing and flourishing. And if you feel like you're not there, you're about to be, my friend. You're so close to it. The divine, your spirit guides really want you to know that I just heard you're a gift. All right. And that, yeah, why not? You are a gift. You are a gift. I don't know why I'm pausing with that, but you know, that feels like a pausing moment. Yeah, that's really beautiful. Okay. Whew. Thank you so much again for letting me read for you. I also want to thank your spirit guides for trusting me with this reading. I hope to see you in other ones, and I'm sending you a lot of love. See you in the next one, Patu. Hi, Pile 3. If you picked I almost grabbed that first. The Ace of Cups, which is a beautiful card, and Sowulo, which is the Sun Rune, and the Desert Rose, little cutie. This is going to be your reading. I'm going to, give me a second. I'm going to burn a little bit of Palo Santo here because we do need to clear the air and the energies. I just heard speak from the heart. I think that's advice that's coming through really quickly for you right away. I heard it after I started, like I swallowed and it was like painful to swallow for some reason. Like my throat is hurting, but it wasn't just 5 seconds ago. So if there's a message you need to deliver to someone, if there's something that you need to say, what I'm getting is your advice is speak from the heart. You can't go wrong if you speak with this kind of energy surrounding you, or within you, if you will. Let me give you your channeled angel numbers, the little messages that I have for you before I start, even though we already started. All right, so Pile 3, your angel numbers are 414, 444, 111, and 5. And then this is the Sun Rune. The letter S as well could be significant for some of you, initials maybe. This rune is also the source. Obviously, the sun is a source. I'm thinking about how the sun is an endless source of warmth, power, energy. This is very beautiful that you're tapping into this. that this is the energy in your reading. Also, it's interesting because I see in this card like a sunrise, but the moon is so significant here. It's the first thing that called my attention when I pulled the card, and now I keep looking at it. If I look at the card, the first thing that I gravitate towards is that crescent moon, but then you take your eyes away from it and there's so much more, right? But what's interesting, for the rune in the book that I have, it says the moon's companion. So the sun is the moon's companion, which is really interesting. The fact that we have the Ace of Cups, this could be about love for you, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. Inner light, spiritual power, growth, and prosperity is what some of what the sun is about, okay? Obviously, like I said, the sun is the giver for here in this planet. It gives us life. It gives us light, warmth. It's a provider, if you will, of goodness and beauty as well. It illuminates. It gives us answers. It is also a companion to us if you think about it. A protector is what I'm getting as well. That's very interesting. All I can say is, right off the bat, just with this card, there's so much abundance and beauty around you. And you might think that it's just because how things are, but really, Pile 3, it's because it's coming from within. It's coming. Your cup is overflowing, and the overflow, it's watering, it's contributing, you're being the sun to your environment in a way, right? You are contributing and you're giving life to the things around you, and they're prospering, dude. I don't know why I called you dude, but I use that word a lot anyways, but I call anyways, everything is growing. I just see everything, and it's growing so much that it's literally, you're surrounded by it. You're surrounded by beauty, greenery, and just a beautiful energy. You have a beautiful energy. Let's see what important messages your spirit guides have for you. And let's see how this Ace of Cups ties into this. Also the sun, how it ties into this. All right. Interesting. The fact that they're back to back from each other, that's really interesting to me. Oh. I just heard that, oh no. Okay. Okay. I feel like I need to get all the cards out to get the full scope of this, so bear with me for a second. For some reason, the message is not very clear to me right away, so we're just gonna pull cards and see where it goes, okay? That turned dark real quick. All right, let's see. There's that energy. There's that thing. Oh, hold on, my nose is so itchy now. Yeah, this resembles this. I knew. I was like, what is it? What is it? Yeah, literally. The Empress, the Ace of Cups. You see how everything's around her, even like there's water flowing, things are growing, sprouting all around her. Exactly. Exactly. Oof. That's beautiful. Companions, the Magician, the High Priestess. Do we see the crescent moon? Do we see the yellow, the sun? Oof, that is beautiful. Huh. Okay. There they are again. Interesting. The sun. Holy shit. Okay. All right. I want to get a card for this card right here. I'm not really understanding. Oh. Okay. One more. Okay. What I'm hearing, pile 3, and this dude being at the bottom of the deck is my confirmation. Yeah. And oh, you could be connected to pile 2, or you could be here from pile 2. Some of you are watching all of these piles. Interesting. Anyways. All right. I'm hearing, do you want to be right and hurt? Or do you just want to let things play out as they should? Let the divine handle it. You don't need to be right, is what this is telling me. Also, you don't need to be right about why this happened or how this happened or why it happened. You don't need to. For some reason, this card is telling me that, like, choose your battles. Like, there's certain things that are just meant to happen for the highest good of all, even if in the moment it doesn't seem that way. What Judgment is telling me is, first of all, for a lot of you, about 3, this is in the past and it's time to stop rehashing it. You don't need to anymore, okay? You've moved on already. You moved on, my friend. Let's not go back to this. When the mind wanders and starts ruminating about this again, it might be bringing up for you a lot of guilt, a lot of, I should have done this, I should have done that. And what this is trying to, what your guides are trying to, like, literally pivot you towards is all of this. They're trying to shift your perception here. First of all, Judgment, which is quite literally the divine intervening, making itself known. And if you think about it, in these people's reality, right, they're quite literally saying the lesson has been learned. It's yours. Now let's work with it. Let's build upon it. This Ace of Cups is here too. It's here 10 times. They're like, you have everything you need now. It's like, let's look at this past situation and this heartache for what it is, which is quite literally a step in your journey, but it's not the final thing that's happening. It's not what it's meant to forever be in your life. No, look at all of this. Also, this lesson that you've learned recently, or you have been finally anchoring in. Maybe it's taking you a while. That's okay. This is fleeting. This is not. Every step here is taken with purpose. And of course, because it's coming from this energy, every step here is being taken with purpose. And of course, because it's balanced, masculine and feminine, it's very, very balanced. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 could be significant for some of you as well. That progression that I was talking about, 1, 2, 3, everything is being done as it should, right? You are taking steps forward, taking the necessary steps to continue to be in this energy, because it's what you deserve. It's like who you are. It's almost like you're getting away from whatever was putting a damper in your light, if you will. Because you've learned those lessons. You've learned them. They also want you to know that you are a very powerful, yeah, you are a very powerful magician. You're a very powerful high priestess. You're a very powerful warlock, witch, whatever you want to call yourself, whatever it is that you use. Very powerful. Balanced in the way of because now I'm seeing all the elements here, and obviously the magician has all of the elements as well. The triple goddess could be significant for you. Hecate could be significant here. Working with divine, feminine, goddess kind of energy could be very significant for some of you. Being balanced, Venus could be significant, Aphrodite could be significant. Being balanced is something about, like, that's the key, is what I'm hearing. Being balanced is the key. And it's not that you have to, like I said, 100% all the time walk like the perfect path and be perfect and be balanced all the time. That's not it. But they are saying, when you are trying to, again, make sure that your reality, what surrounds you, is more of who you are within, right? Because you are someone that's flowy, balanced, life-giving, inspiring, you know, you embody a lot of very beautiful qualities. If you want to see more of that around you, if you're manifesting, if you're using your powers to make sure that your reality aligns with what's within, when you're doing whatever rituals or spiritual practices that you're engaging in, you have to make sure that you're balancing things out. Also, elements need to be balanced as well. So water, air, earth needs to be balanced. I don't see fire here because I don't see any I don't see any wands. I'm sorry, I'm like at a loss. But in general, there's something about needing balance. This is also interesting because this speaks to me about balance as well, especially when it comes to choices. A balanced choice. Another balanced card. And it would make sense about that, because it's like, if you have the sword, if you have the truth, if you have the passion, the compassion as well, if you also have the groundedness, and you are balanced, pile 3, because you have the Empress representing your energy. She embodies all of the queens. Also, may I add, she also embodies all of the queens. If anything, maybe, and you have that light and dark aspect, even it's even represented here by, literally, this could be the sun, this could be the moon. They're each other's companion. That's also like what's being spoken about you, okay? You are very well balanced within, which is why it needs to be, it's coming into your reality. It's outpouring from you because you have plenty of it now, right? Your cup is full. Ooh, look at that. That literally flipped over, made a loud noise. So I had to throw it out there. That's crazy. Look at that. You are so balanced. You're so balanced. You probably have done a lot of work when it comes to balancing your divine masculine and divine feminine energy, really learning what your triggers are around masculinity, around femininity as well. And even in this outside of that scope too, because not everything has to be looked through this specific lens as well. Very beautiful. Okay. And the divine is saying, well, you have all of this. Now we want to bring it into the physical realm. And yeah, you should be doing it with witchcraft or whatever it is that you dabble in. Not just dabble, whatever it is that you do. Let's do it. It's like, let's go on an adventure. Here is the fire that I was missing. Here it is, that other element. Ooh. You know what just came to mind? The Fifth Element, that movie. But also, I was looking the other day, a little part of that movie was like in a TikTok video or something. And I was like, oh, I want to watch that movie. And I couldn't find it anywhere. I could only find it if I rented it. I was like, I don't want to rent it. Maybe some of you need to watch that movie. There could be like things that are going to be unlocked in your subconscious that maybe later on come to the consciousness, if you will. This feels like subconscious. This feels like the conscious manifester, the subconscious manifester. So your subconscious manifester energy is very well balanced, and so is the conscious one. So now they're saying, okay, now we got to work together. We are each other's companion. We're each other's companion. We are each other's companion. Interesting. I did say this could be about love for some of you. Whoever this is, this feels like you. This feels like that other person. Whoever this is, you are each other's companion. You are each other's equal. It wouldn't happen otherwise. It couldn't have happened otherwise, is what I'm hearing. Like they wouldn't be in your life unless they were your equal, okay? And it's not that you're all high and mighty. It's not that, or that they're all high and mighty and you need to like live up to them. It's not that at all. You would know what I mean. It's in the sense of, it feels like they're your equal, period. I don't have any other way of explaining that for some reason. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, I just bit my tongue. What is that about? When I looked at the tower, I was like, oh, very shocking. It's something shocking, something fast. But then it being followed by the Five of Swords is very interesting. And then this, sandwiching the Five of Swords with the tower, which is communication and rapid movement. But it also, it's like the divine guidance, rapid move. Okay. Judgment could feel like this and it could feel like this at the same time. And at the same time, it feels like this. Okay. This is what's in the past, though. It would make sense. It's almost like they're saying everything here has been happening in a very specific order for a specific reason. Even you yourself, you could be very trusting of your journey. And not that you don't question things, but it's more of what is it? What's the word? Hold on. It's such a contradiction too, which is so interesting, because if you think about it, the sun and the moon, they also contradict each other. Their energies are total opposites. You see them at total opposite times of the day as well in the cycle, right? The cycles that we go through. It's like you are a believer but a skeptic, right? They want you to keep that about you. That also speaks about that balance, right? You want to believe and you're trusting, but you also question things. And they're saying, yes, question things. Question as much as you need to. Never stop questioning is what I'm hearing. Never stop questioning, because guess what? You ask and you receive, okay? And it's not just you ask for a new car and then a new car happens for you. It's more of you also ask for information. You ask for truth to be revealed to you, and they appear, okay? They appear. Yeah, you ask and you shall receive. Especially if you're confused about something. Your guides are here to say, that, yeah, you just gotta ask. Ask us. They want to communicate, obviously, they want to communicate with you more. But they're also saying, I want you to be very specific with your approach towards your spirituality as well. They want you to exercise this magic that you have. Use it. Use it. And this could be about union with someone for you as well. It definitely could be about a soulmate. After a lot of karmic lessons around probably soulmates as well, because just because someone's a soulmate doesn't mean that it's always happy-go-lucky. It could also be because you got to teach each other some kind of lesson, okay? And I feel like you've been through that already. So now it's time to enjoy the gentle part of what a soul alignment and soulmates counterparts is about. You're meant to be experiencing a more gentle approach to things now, because I think you approach things gently within yourself as well. Like I said, it's all coming from within you. It's all because of who you are now, or who you've been working towards being. Not that you were ever the wrong version of yourself. I have to say that, but it's more of you're so accepting of who you are now, and you deserve to have that mirror back to you from your connections, right? So, all right, let's get into it. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. Wow. That's so beautiful. See what I mean? You're an enigma. You're an eclipse. The sun is here too. And so is the moon. Okay? That is crazy. Dignified strength. Wow. Look at that staircase. You know what that staircase makes me think of? Healing is not linear. It's like a coil, right? It's like this is you. You've been climbing, and it's because you've been taking it like that. Oh, that's so significant now. Like that Knight of Pentacles, I said every step is calculated. It is with purpose. You've been going up the stairs, right? Through your healing journey, one step at a time. It has always been so much of one step at a time that it's almost like now it's time for something very like charged to happen here. Or so you're meant to like manifest something very beautiful into your life. And it's gonna hit you by surprise, but it's a beautiful surprise. I'm gonna read about that. I like 13 as well. It makes me think of lucky number 13. For some reason, 13 is not an unlucky number. It's also the divine feminine number, Friday the 13th. Friday is also ruled by Venus. I brought up Venus as well because I saw the Venus symbol in the Empress card. So Venus could be very significant. All this purple and all of this looks kind of the same to me. It's almost like this is behind this eclipse energy. For weeks, months, or lifetimes, you have prepared for this moment. The muscles you've built in your body and soul, and the understanding you have accrued, are needed here at this time and place. That's what I was saying. You have all the tools that you need. You've been working towards this. Expect a powerful change leads me back now to that tower moment, that tower card. This tower moment in your life could actually be a very good tower moment. But sometimes it's a little hard to see the soul lessons through the chaos. But once things settle, you'll see it. And also you have the strength, you have everything you need for this powerful change to not be harmful to you. If anything, it just adds to whatever it is that your soul lesson, okay? And soul purpose is in this lifetime. Ooh, interesting. Intimacy. The energy of intimacy supports us trusting that we are safe to allow closeness. Okay. This could, do you see all these colors, how they resemble each other? I'm just like mesmerized by that. So this could, yeah, this could definitely be about a partnership for you. It's this person is going to show up in your reality, and you're going to be able to easily trust, feel safe, and allow closeness with this person, which maybe for you has been hard because of the things that you've been through in the past. Okay, that could be the powerful change. That could be in itself a tower moment. Someone that rocks your world in the sense of they're just as loving, accepting as you are, and they feel safe to you. You're like, I've never felt this before. This is very foreign to me. Pile 3. Ugh, it's beautiful though. Oh, wow. This explains a lot of the hardships that you've been through in your life. Sometimes, you know, we cannot, for example, we cannot give the advice about something usually unless we've been through it ourselves. It tends to be more meaningful that way. This is what the healer kind of does. You have to be someone that goes through certain things for you to be able to then help other people get through it themselves. And it's not that you literally touch them and take away everything. No, the pain or the suffering, or, you know, you pass on your lesson. No, it's more of you've gotten yourself out of there. You have the strength because, yeah, you've encountered, you've taken one step at a time, one lesson at a time. Because of that, you can pass on the way that your healing abilities are manifesting for you, and take it as it resonates. And obviously you know yourself better than I do, but it feels like the spoken word is significant. Like I said, speaking from the heart could be significant. It could be so healing for you and for others. So you have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. Have faith in your abilities is so significant here too, because I was picking that up with the magician and the high priestess. You have to believe in your magic. You have to believe in, if you feel called to be a healer, you also have to believe that you are a healer. You have to trust the guidance that you're receiving and the guidance that you give others. You have to, yeah, there's this trust with that as well. Just like others, when they seek out your healing abilities, are here trusting you that you can help them. You should also always trust that you can not only help yourself but others. It's within you, especially if you feel called to it. You're such a gentle, beautiful soul. You're very called to it, and they're saying jump in. Do you see how all of that looks like? Now I'm seeing an eye. Obviously it's an eye, but do you see how this looks like that as well? And all of those colors and all of this almost looks like this. All right, so it says jump in. Andromedan energy adventure. Say yes to change. Say yes to this powerful change. Ooh. Are you ready for the bottom of the deck? This is fucking crazy. Lift the veil. Do you see how all of those colors are here as well? Oh, so something about color therapy could be significant. Also, you could work with colors, or you could be expressing this, because this is also creativity. So you could be expressing your creativity, and it could be very healing when you, something about art and healing with art. Okay. Questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. This is what the powerful change is going to do, because eclipse energy is very chaotic, but it's very, very, it aligns you. It feels like a judgment moment, like the judgment card. It could feel like the tower card, but it's because everything that's unaligned must go. It's time to clear the way. It's time for you to lift the veil, quite literally. And you do that by jumping in. And you do that by trusting your intuition. You've taken it a step by step, but now it's time to jump. It's time to jump. Wow. And you're gonna know when when this is, it's, I just heard, you will know when that moment comes across. Like, you will know when you're in it. Okay, this is not, because you're soul tapped in and you are guided as hell. When I tell you, you are your guides do not just let you get by without synchronicity, signs, communication, songs, movies, TV shows. Everything is feeding you information. They're saying you'll know when you need to answer the call. And the call that you're answering, it's a beautiful one, is one of a healer. And that is all I have to say. Thank you so much, Paul 3, for letting me read for you, for sharing your energy. I also want to thank your spirit guides for trusting me to deliver these messages on their behalf. I hope that this resonated and this was extra confirmation of everything else that you've been feeling and experiencing. And I hope it's validating for you, is also how they want me to word that. Yeah, thank you so much. I hope to see you in other readings, and you guys have a good one.